As soon as Trump got in the race in June, I was assigned to Trump pretty much full-time after that. I got the itch to cover another campaign and have been questioning that decision only slightly since then. I feel like every day with Donald Trump is a memorable experience. There are just so many storylines with him all the time. I think one of the early ones is when I think back to the Iowa State Fair soon after he announced. And I remember just following him to get up right next to Donald Trump and ask him questions as he was walking. We're live on CNN. I feel like that was sort of a simpler time when he was still taking questions from the press and he was so accessible.
We'll see what happens.
But you know, any highlight like that has also come with a low light.
Wow, look at this crowd.
There was a moment in South Carolina that would come a couple months later where he would call me out in front of a crowd of thousands of people by name.
And then they have some woman, Sarah Murray, whoever the hell that is.
And those people would turn around and jeer at me, and my dad would call me and make me promise him that I wasn't walking to my car alone.
This is Sarah Murphy reporting for CNN. Mr. Trump made a speech tonight. Okay. The election is being rigged by corrupt media.
When Donald Trump talks about the media being the enemy, it has an impact on the people who are there. And there are some people who hear him say that and want to take action. And that was clear when we were in Florida recently.
Thank you, everybody.
And there was a member of the crowd who started to follow my producer to the car. And when we got back to our car later, it had been keyed. There is no comparison to what it's like this time. I'm trying to picture Mitt Romney calling out a specific journalist he didn't like in front of a crowd, and that never happened. This has just taken on a whole new level. One of the most depressing things about this campaign is to see people just fail the basic test of humanity and not even treat one another like they're human beings. At this rally in New Orleans, it felt like a tinderbox. It felt like it was going to go up in flames at any moment because it kept getting interrupted over and over again. And these were young people, these were teenagers, and as soon as they would start chanting, the crowd would just close in around them, and you would see adult men just grabbing at these kids, screaming at them, trying to punch them. And that was one of those nights where I went back to my hotel room and I went to the treadmill and I just ran until I was exhausted. And these were Trump supporters who were turning on protesters, but the same thing has happened in a reverse scenario. We were in San Jose, and these people who were anti-Trump were waiting outside the rally, hunting down people wearing Make America Great Again hats one by one. These people weren't even treating each other like human beings anymore. It feels like such a false hope that we're close to the end because every day covering Donald Trump feels like a million days wrapped into one. People keep asking me what vacation I'm going to go on at the end of this campaign, and I don't even want to go on a vacation. I just want to go home to my house and my fiance and my dog and stay there and sleep in my own bed for weeks at a time.